Everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. On today's video, I'm going to be doing day 4 of October's 5 days of foundation. So today, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I did get this actually a couple months ago, and this is the first time I'm trying it. I like to try to buy some of my foundations during sales. So, I bought this a couple months ago. I think it might have been 6 months ago, at like the April Sephora 20% off sale. I think that's about when it was. But I did go into my Sephora. I did swatch this, so I'm pretty certain that this shade will work for me. We'll see as we go forward. I know I've had some problems with my shades this week, but I'm hopeful that this will work. So this is supposed to be a soft matte longwear foundation, and before I tell you anything else about it, I want to let you know that on my face I have the Pixi by Petra Hydrating Milky Mist. I have the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer, and the only reason why I'm keeping it in the box is because that little disc that you're supposed to use to scoop it out, I don't want to lose that. So until I use a little bit more of the product and I can actually keep the disc in with the product, I'm keeping it in the box. And then on my under eyes, I did try out the First Aid Beauty Eye Duty Triple Remedy. This is just supposed to be like a depuffer and a what is this, like a brighten, depuff, and smooth. So that's on my under eyes as well. So going to the Fenty Beauty website, I will tell you that there are a whole lot of shades in this foundation, from very pale to very deep. And I think this was the first foundation to really do that wide of a range on its launch. So that's pretty cool. But I'm going to go ahead and read the details to you. So it says, give it to me quick. A soft matte longwear foundation with buildable medium to full coverage in a boundary breaking range of 40 shades. I think since then, some other foundations have come out with more. Like I think the, what is it? The NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I think it's on my table here. Yeah, this is coming up either November or December. The NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I think they came out with 45 shades on launch. But at the time, it was the biggest launch of the most shade range. Okay, so tell me more. Finally, the ultimate photo filter in foundation form. Born in 40 boundary-breaking shades, Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation gives skin an instantly smooth, pore-diffused, shine-free finish that easily builds to medium to full coverage. The oil-free formula is made with climate-adaptive technology that's resistant to sweat and humidity, and won't clog pores, so that wherever you are, it's going to work on your skin. That's actually pretty impressive. I don't think I've heard that before. Best of all, this long-wearing, light-as-air texture is undetectable on skin, so you always look like you. So, yeah. All right. So there's more information. I'm not going to go into every single piece of information here, but I will tell you that I got shade 110, which is not the lightest shade. There's actually, I think, a 100. Let me see. Yes, there is a 100 called Neutral. This is 110, which is, I think, a pink. It's a cool undertone. So 110 with a cool undertone. And it does make sure to say shake very well. So I am shaking it, and we're going to go ahead and get started in putting this on my skin. All right, so I'm going to be using my Flower Beauty sponge on this side of my face and my Sigma F80 flat kabuki on this side of my face. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and... All right, this is actually way more liquidy than I thought it was going to be. Oh well. So I did like 2.5 pumps because it was just the starting pump. And let's go ahead and get this on. It does have a perfume to it, so if you're sensitive to perfumes, this might not work well for you. I was not expecting that. All right, well, that ended up being paler than I expected it to be, but it's actually not looking, it's looking very pale compared to my normal skin tone on my face. But looking at my neck, at least in the lighting here, it looks a little bit pale, but not horrendously pale, if that makes sense. But it definitely looks very different than this side of my face without the makeup on. We're going to keep going. I still have foundation on my hands, so I'm going to go ahead and pick it up with my sponge and see how this works with the sponge. All right, I ran out of foundation, but I'm going to say this. I'm not liking the finish with the brush, and that's unusual for me. I usually really like the finish with a brush, but if you can see there on the side of my nose, it looks really weird, and along my hairline too. Okay, I'm going to finish up this side with my sponge, and then I'm probably going to go over my entire face with the sponge just to even out the finish. All right, guys, this is looking really, really weird on my nose. Really weird on my nose. Yeah, let me zoom you in. Okay, I'm hoping the camera will pick this up, but it's just looking super strange on my nose and in my pores on my nose. It's really weird, especially on this side of my nose. It's looking really weird, and along my hairline too. It's really weird. I feel like I need to put a little bit more on my nose just because it's like literally just like a drop more. I'm going to use my brush, and then I'm going to go over it with a sponge to try to just even out the skin tone or the finish. All right, I am not liking the way this is looking on my nose, and I'm very, very pale. And like I said, I had actually swatched this in a store. Apparently I swatched it wrong because I'm very pale. All right, I'm going to try to bronze my skin up a little bit to bring it back to life, just a tad. Like I said, in person, it's definitely a little bit pale, but not terribly. Yeah, I'm going to try to bronze this up just a little bit, but my nose looks really messed up. I don't know. I don't know that I have to powder this. I'm actually, yeah, I'm going to put a little bit of powder on it as well. Okay, I will be right back. The time now is 11:26. So, okay, I'm going to go put the rest of my makeup on, and I will be right back. All right, everybody, it's been a couple of minutes because I've had some issues. It is 12:07, but my face makeup was done at 11:35. So we're going to go ahead and call 11:30 our check-in time. So I'm going to check in about 3:30 and then again about 7:30, 8 o'clock. We do have something going on tonight with our family, so I might be a little bit late, but I will do midday check-in around 3:30. So I had some issues doing my eye makeup today. This is the culprit. There's nothing wrong with this product specifically. It's just liquid eyeliner and I do not get along. This is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum, yes. I just am not very good at liquid eyeliner. And this eye turned out okay. I did this eye first. My right eye is usually pretty okay. My left eye, though, this was my best friend in this video. Not good. Anyway, I have the Benefit Bad Gal Bang on my lashes. I have the Urban Decay Naked Skin as my concealer, which John took a look at me and was like, why are your under eyes so yellow? They just look really yellow compared to the foundation, I think. Because the foundation is so pale on me, I went in with a bronzer and a contour. I'm using this MAC X Aaliyah bronzing powder in Baby Girl. And then I'm using this Fiona Styles palette. I'm using the bronzer shade as well as the middle contour shade here. This is the light medium sheer sculpting palette from Fiona Styles. Everything I've tried from them I actually really like. I'm really sad that Ulta discontinued carrying them, but you can still find them online. You just can't get them in Ulta anymore. My blush is the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in Pink Buttercream. Is that shade right there. And then for my highlighter, I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay highlighter in Stunner. And I have some Cover FX, what is this, Translucent Light Perfect Setting Powder on my face. I actually did my eyebrows with this little Revlon Color Stay Brow Kit in Blonde. And then on my eyes, I have a combination of two palettes. I really enjoy using these together, actually. These are the Viseart. This is the Golden Hour palette, and then this one is the Tryst palette. So I do like using these actually together. I think they complement each other. They just came out with a new one for holiday 2018. I will probably pick up that one as well because I do like these palettes. I don't have any of their large 12-pan ones except for like the Brights, the multicolor ones is the only 12-pan one I have from Viseart, but I do like these little 9-pan ones. I like them a lot. So I will probably be picking up the new one that came out. Is that everything? MAC Painterly Paint Pot on my eyelids. Oh, and on my lips, I have this little Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick in Driver's Seat. I actually really like this formula. This is the only one I have of these. I'm thinking about picking up another one just because I like the formula. So, anyhow, let's look at the skin. I wouldn't have done such an elaborate look with eyeliner and everything, except that we have like a family thing tonight where, you know, people are coming in from out of town. I'm hoping or planning to do day 5 tomorrow. John has a great aunt whose 100th birthday is on Monday. 100th birthday. Can you imagine living to 100 years old? Anyway, that's why so many family are coming in. We're having a family only party tonight, and then tomorrow is like the big party with everybody to celebrate like all of her friends and extended family to celebrate the great aunt's 100th birthday. So you might see some of that tomorrow. Not in this video. Well, anyway, so tomorrow I might be doing a little bit more of a neutral look. I don't know. We'll see. Anyhow, I think after sitting on my skin for an hour, this is starting to look a little bit better. The foundation's starting to look a little bit better. I did try to bronze up my skin a little bit. I think I'm still kind of pale. Looking at my natural skin tone on my neck and my face, I am a little bit pale. But I will say this. When John was saying my under eyes looked yellow under these lights, I did go into, you know, regular lighting in the other room and it didn't look as bad. And I think in natural, I have natural light coming in the window over here. In natural light, it doesn't look as different either. So hopefully when I show you the midday check-in and I show you natural lighting, it will look better in the natural lighting. We'll see. We'll see. Anyhow, but half an hour in, I'm thinking the weird thing on my nose is still going on a little bit right in here where it's really sticking in my pores. I don't know what's going on there, like right in here, and it shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, personally I don't think it should be doing that. The spots on my forehead, it's still looking a little bit patchy. Like I said, it's just kind of weird. And the other thing John said was around my mouth. It looks like it almost wore away around my mouth a little bit. Like right in here above my lip. And I know I got that around my mouth. I don't know. I am thinking this might be a foundation that looks better as the day goes on. Just from some of my experiences with other foundations that I've used and how they've looked as the day has gone on. I'm thinking this might be a foundation that actually looks better as the day goes on. Obviously the shade is still going to be light, but I'm thinking as my oils come in, my natural oils come in, this is actually going to more like melt into my skin. Oh, I did not use any setting spray. Let me do that real quick. All right, I just sprayed some MAC Fix Plus on. My face is still a little wet, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and wear this today. I will see you in about 4 hours. And like I said, I have a feeling this might be a foundation that looks better on my skin as the day goes on. So I'll see you guys at 3:30. Bye. Well, we actually have a sunny day here in central Pennsylvania for the first time in like a week. But I'm running a little bit late. It is just about 4 o'clock. And let's look at this foundation. Honestly, it's not doing too bad. Now, I will say that I'm using the Tatcha primer, and I am loving it so far. This is only the second time I'm using it, but I will tell you that is actually making my skin look way better in foundations than I have been in the past. I'm going to get in the shade here because the sun is right in my eyes. There we go. Maybe. Anyhow, looking at this foundation, I mean, I did have my sunglasses on in the car, so you can see that it can't withstand sunglasses. But that's okay. Other than that, though, the stuff that was going on my nose, I feel like as the oils have come through on my nose, they're actually looking a lot better, which is good. My chin, it's okay. And am I looking blue to you guys? I feel like I'm looking blue. It's either stand in the direct sunlight or look blue. Anyway, I feel like the chin's looking good. I think the cheeks are looking good. My forehead's looking good. Overall, 4 hours in, my biggest problem is just here, like around my nose and around my mouth. It just looks a little dry, but not bad. And I'll say this, on my chin, it looks like it's starting to wear off a little bit, but I did try to bronze that up, and I'm wondering if trying to put the bronzer on there messed with that a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, around my mouth it's looking dry. And I'm looking very blue still. Sorry about that. Anyhow, so midway through the day, about 4.5 hours in, I'm liking the way it's looking right now. Like I said, there's just a couple of trouble spots around my mouth that look a little dry, but other than that, it's looking pretty good. I will see you guys at about 7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere there. Okay, so it is a little bit later than I expected to check in tonight. It is 8:24, so it has been almost 9 hours, just shy of 9 hours that I've had this on my skin, and I think I was right about it. I think that it definitely looks a lot better now than it did when I first put it on. I feel like my nose is a little bit shiny, and I'm a little bit shiny here on my cheeks, a little bit on my chin. In fact, the only problem area that I'm seeing on my entire face is my chin. And I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up, but down here along my chin, it seems to have just worn down. The rest of my face looks pretty covered still, but my chin, especially like literally right down here on my chin, it definitely looks just like the foundation is faded. It doesn't look bad. I don't feel like it looks like gone. It just looks faded. You know what I mean? But not bad. My nose looks a lot better than it did earlier today. I mean, it still looks like it's in my pores in this area just right here, but this did not really cake up in the corners. I mean, a little bit, but not too bad. Overall, I think as the day has gone on, it's just looked better throughout the day, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm actually kind of liking this foundation. I wasn't quite sure about it when I first put it on, just because of the weird thing like at my hairline, which doesn't look like it's being weird anymore around my hairline, so that's good. Yeah, actually, I really think that this is one of those foundations that looks better the longer you wear it, at least for my skin. So there you go. That's my first impression of the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. Do I think I would wear it much longer than the 8 hours that I've had it on, or 9 hours that I've had it on? Probably not. It is starting to get itchy around the sides of my nose. My chin's getting a little bit itchy. My eyes are actually really getting itchy. Now, that's obviously not the foundation, but nonetheless, my eyes are getting a little itchy at this point in the evening. So I am ready to get this makeup off and go about my night. Anyhow, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already and you would like to be, please hit that red subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that little bell to notify you when I do upload new videos. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below as well. Do you all think that this looked better as the day went on? I personally think it really did. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye!